At Duke University, there is the tradition of camping out at K-ville, but now at IU, there is Camp Crean. Starting Tuesday, December 6th, a group of IU students began to camp out in front of the GA doors in order to get front row seats for the game against number 1 ranked Kentucky on Saturday night. Due to IUPD and IU athletic rules, students had to take down their efforts and instead received vouchers for front row seats to the game. I went out to the students who arrived at the doors Saturday morning to get their take on Camp Crean, camping out, and all things Hoosiers.
It's the number 1 team in the country, and even when IU was terrible, it's still fun hating Kentucky, and it should be great beating them today, especially, I don't know.
Yeah, Drew and I are seniors, and we've been through 3 rough years, but we've stuck with the team, and now that we get to face the number 1 team in the nation, it could be a special day.
It's probably the best. It's actually without a doubt the best game that we'll see in our time at Indiana, and it could be the most pivotal game for Indiana, like as a program. They're coming off a real bad situation, and a win today would be a turnaround moment for the Hoosiers.
You see schools like Duke where they do this for like every basketball game and stuff, and like we figured we'd give it a shot for like the one that we get to do a year. So,
with temperatures going down into the teens, it was deemed unsafe for Camp Crean participants to stay outside for so long without any protection from the weather.
For the safety, it makes sense, and the vouchers are a good idea.
Yeah.
But you can't keep the enthusiasm of the IU students down.
You got to commend those guys though that came out there. That's awesome.
I think if this was a school with a warmer climate, you can maybe get away with it. Plus, if there wasn't the whole Occupy Bloomington thing, it'd be all right. But it seemed to everyone who it really matters to be here this early, they're going to still be here this early.
you have fans that are excited to watch Indiana basketball, which is what the school's all about, and if they're willing to come out here in Indiana weather and it's 12 degrees out and they want to camp to show support for this basketball team in the school, it's absolutely ridiculous to not allow them to.
I agree.
With a look into the rest of the season, the excitement from the general students will not be dampened by even the smallest rules from school officials.
I would definitely do it again. I would not be opposed.
Especially Big Ten season.
From outside the general admission doors at Assembly Hall, I'm Sarah Gurian, Hoosier Sports Night.